Here's my handsome cameraman. So cute. Look at that beautiful beard. Okay, lover. People have been wondering about these wraps that I'm making. So, did you do something?
No, I almost dropped it.
Oh, okay. So the first thing is I made these wrappers last night. This is the recipe I put on my Instagram, and it was from carrots, apples, onions, dates, flaxseed, and psyllium husks. And I use these molds for the Excalibur dehydrator, and what you're supposed to do is make sure that the mixture itself goes up to the edge of the molds, because you want it to be thick. If it's not thick enough, you get something like this. Can you see through that? Like, I can see you through that. Like, this was not thick enough here in the corner. And it also made this edge be a little bit crackerish. Not quite too crackerish. But I'm going to fix that when I make, that's the second wrap. And this is the first wrap. And it'll get fixed by having the moistness of the hummus that I made, and the moisture in the hummus will alleviate some of that crispiness around the edges. Because these wraps that I'm making right now are going to go with Lover and Carrot and TJ for OCIA. That's training to become Catholics. They're going to go with them tonight. So I have over here some things that I'm going to put inside it. And usually what you do is for the first part of it, you would, after you spread out whatever you've got on here, some people just put like a cashew cheese on it, but I prefer to put the hummus because it's got a lot of garlic in it, and I like that taste. And then the second thing that you do is on half of the wrap itself, you put down your greens. So we're at the scraping the bottom of the fridge part of the month because we haven't gone shopping yet. So I have some greens from the garden, and what I really actually prefer not to have these kinds of greens in here. I would prefer to have the lettuce. It just kind of makes it a little bit more like deli sandwichy, but it's still good. And the greens that I have are, I have some parsley and some dill, some collard greens, and then the arugula, which has gone to flower, so I even have the flowers from the arugula in here. Some dino kale tops, and I think that's it for these kinds of greens. But I do have some sprouts that I'm going to put in here. But the very first thing that you do is you take, and for diagonally, you're going to do half. And the reason why you do this half like this is because this side right here, when you wrap it up, ends up being like the glue that holds it together. So then I turn it around like this, and I'm gonna start. Actually, I forgot. I wanted to have all of this prepared beforehand, but I didn't, and so you're gonna have to watch me do this. is some carrot. And what I want to do is I want to make carrot ribbons from this. Because one of the really wonderful things about these wraps is to make them beautiful. And when you have the different colors, like it would be really awesome if I had actually some purple cabbage to put in it, because the purple cabbage is so bright in color. And the other thing is, like, my wraps right now are kind of orange because they're a carrot base. It's like you can't really taste the carrot. Can you taste the carrot in the wrap?
Yeah.
Oh, you can? No, not the fresh carrot. I'm talking about in the wrap itself, the wrapper.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can't really taste it. It sort of just tastes like bread, right?
Yeah.
So, now I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab, Lover, what are you doing? You're supposed to be my cameraman. You're supposed to like follow me around and show what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take some radish sprouts and I have some broccoli sprouts. Well, these are technically microgreens. And these are going to go in here as well, on there. And let's take some broccoli sprouts. And then I'll take my carrots, put that on top, and here I have some red onion. Lover, you might think this is too much red onion, right?
I don't know. If
Well,
that's how much you've been putting in, I'd say no.
Yeah, that's how much I've been putting in. And then this is a mixture of two ferments. This is my chunky salsa ferment, which is tomato and onion and cilantro with some
How come it's all concentrated in the middle?
I squished it together.
No, I mean all this all seems to be a big.
Yeah, it does. That's a good point. Everything is concentrated in the middle, which you'll see why in a moment. So you got this, like that. You don't really want to have too many wet ingredients in here unless you're going to eat it right away. But if you're going to have wet ingredients, you want it to be in the middle and kind of protected, because what's going to happen is if you have wet ingredients, it will cause the wrap itself to disintegrate, because the wrap itself is, you know, it's just held together with psyllium husks and flax seeds. So then what I do here is I take some salt and pepper. People are out there going, oh, that's way too much salt. But we're not afraid of salt. Some people are afraid of salt and oil. And then I put pepper on it. And then now here's why everything gets put in the middle. And this is the tricky part, because that's a lot of stuff to put in a wrap. So what you do is you take the two sides and you fold them together like that. Take up this side so that it looks like you're wrapping a present, like that. Then you this is the really tricky part. You want to really be firm with it. And look how big it is. It's a big wrap. It's like, it's almost, Lover and I can't really eat the whole thing. And you push it all together, and then the glue part that I told you about holds it together. So we'll just turn it like that. And then you take it off this.
Aren't you putting a paper?
Yeah, like Lover said, we're going to put it on some paper. Cut it. And that's what you have. Now they're really super good. They're huge. But you have to, they'll fall apart. So what I do is you take some papers and a rubber band. Put it like that. And then I put the rubber band around it like so. What's awesome is that this, like for those of us that are in our Lenten,
Excuse me.
yeah. In our Lenten fast, which is no animal products.
We don't use any anyway.
Yeah. But I'm also making these for somebody else tonight. And in our fast, we have one big meal a day and 2 small snacks. So this would be considered our big meal. Now you could also, with this, you could also make a sauce to go on it, but I haven't felt like we've needed a sauce.
No, they've been pretty good. They've been great just the way they are.
Yeah, so that, my friends, is how the wraps are made. And I want to thank my lover for being such a nice cameraman. Ave Maria, gratia plena.